another premiere from just yesterday, actually. Only Murders in the Building, season 2. We're just gonna be talking about the first. Did you get to all of them, or you? I only
I
got to
did
the
see
first one.
two. Yeah,
Okay.
two premiered, going week to week from here on out on Hulu.
And so you did a lot of work catching up on Only Murders in the Building season 1. What was your takeaway?
Right. I mean, it's not that bad. It's only 5 hour
Yeah.
first season, half-hour show, of course, and notably is the biggest comedy on Hulu to date at this point. Big hit for them. Uh, yeah, it's something that I wasn't like when it came out, and I was like, oh, there's a hit show on Hulu. Steve Martin, Martin Short, Selena Gomez, comedy. I was like, oh, that's cool. Not really my thing. I don't make the time for a whole lot of comedies, especially the ones that aren't on HBO. But I know you really liked it. It's coming back for another season. It's like, screw it. I have time right now. I'll watch it. See what
Summer
the hype
lull.
is about. And you know what? It's a show that I find compulsively watchable, but also kind of unremarkable. Like it's not. I didn't dislike the show. I also didn't really care for the show either. It's
Mhm.
weird because like it has fleshed out characters from our three leads, but I also didn't really love being with any of those characters. Funny enough, I think some of the humor is quite fun to be with. Um, I was a little put off by the end with like the lampooning of true crime podcasts, fanatics, true crime super fans, that kind of things. I get what they're going for, but it's like I just like couldn't care less about true crime so much that it's like it's kind of annoying to me. In season two, I'm like, all right, well, it's kind of just feels like a continuation of season one more than anything else, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, if you want to hear my thoughts on season 1, go back listen to our best of 2021 TV shows podcast. I think there's definitely some things to like about season two's opening, but you're right. It does feel like a continuation, a bit more of a like commentary on some of the ridiculousness about this true crime culture. But uh, when the show came back, I really was kind of left with the same feeling I had at the end of season 1, which is like I really like what's going on with Steve Martin. Um, I just was not enjoying the performance from man, I'm forgetting her name. Um, Selena Gomez. Sorry.
Selena.
Yeah, and I think it's that she just comes across very flat, and I get that the character is kind of this uh, traumatized, been through some really heavy shit in their life, young adult. Um, but she's just playing it so straight. And I mean, like a lot of her quirks are like basically bagging on old people, and like it's pretty funny. But like, I just don't know if it's enough for me to really like love the character. Martin Short's just ridiculous, like being Martin Short, which
Right.
let him vamp, do what he's gonna do. But yeah, I didn't really love a lot of what I was getting there. And then you get Cara Delevingne coming in, and I'm like,
Right.
she's just not a good actor, bro. Like, she's just not good at this. I feel like last time I can remember seeing her was Suicide
Valer-
Squad.
Valerian.
I didn't watch that. Had to be
Been a minute.
Suicide Squad, and it's just like,
Yeah.
man, I don't know. You get Amy Schumer popping up, a lot more high profile people, and
Right. Amy
while
Schumer filling in for the Sting character in season one, which
yeah,
I thought was a nice touch to have a new celebrity play themselves in that way. I thought that was pretty funny.
true. That's a good call actually. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Did you like the first 2 episodes?
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't have like much of a new reaction to it because it just feels like such a continuation of something that they
Hmm.
probably weren't necessarily thinking about continuing all that much. The Selena performance disappoints me because I actually really loved her performance in the Forsaken Woody Allen film A Rainy Day in New York. I thought she was like really tremendous with Timothy Chalamet in that
Mm,
movie. Uh, Selena has like a deadpan to her performance and to her roles, but she had just I think a bit more of a tantalizing energy in that character in that film. And this time, she's like you said, she's just so reserved. And when you combine that with the kind of sardonic deadpan performance that she does and this character does, it's just kind of like I just want I want more from this character, you know. And I think it's hard for me to really like invest further in in Martin Short in particular, just because he's playing such a narcissistic, self-centered character that this kind of has like a baffling like life story. It's like it's hard for me to feel bad for some guy who's clearly like living beyond his means at an expensive apartment that he can't afford. Like I'm not going to feel bad for you making poor life decisions, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I think if anything, Steve Martin's performance is probably the one that I really latch on to here. I really find the stuff going on with Brazos, as he's like Uncle Brazos,
Right.
to be really like funny, but also like reflective of like the stage of life that he's like so obviously battling. I think that's really great. Also, I haven't watched episode 2, but I did like the cliffhanger in episode 1 where he's the painting of the
Right.
tenant or the president of the board who was killed is hanging up in his apartment, and then he says it's his dad who's in this erotic painting. I'm very intrigued to see where that goes. But yeah, the like the art stuff, Cara Delevingne showing up and like that whole scene. Really, I was like, ugh, I don't know
Yeah.
about
We'll
this.
say there's a bit more spice to the Cara Delevingne character in season two. So I'll
Episode
leave
2.
it.
Okay.
Episode two. I'll leave it
Yeah.
at that.
All
Um,
right.
yeah.
Looking forward
I mean,
to.
the Oliver one-liners are kind of fun, you know, but like,
Mhm.
I think there's like twice they make like a millennial joke, and it's like just kind of annoying because I feel like this Selena character. Actually, no, she's playing her own age. I think in this character.
I
Either way,
think so. Yeah.
but yeah, yeah. Like I said, it's kind of just it's a bit unremarkable to me. Like, it's not like the funniest thing I've ever seen, nor is it like the most expertly conceived concept. You know, it's like it's kind of funny that this is Hulu's biggest comedy. You know,
Well, comedies, this is the state of them right now. Like you mentioned, unless it's on HBO, or it's
Abbott
not What We
Elementary.
Do in the Shadows. Like it's pretty rough in those waters. I mean, one of the biggest comedies we haven't talked about is yeah, Elementary, and again, that's just one of those talking to the camera, mockumentary type shows, and it's like
Workplace sitcom.
yeah, just very down the middle. So I think there's a little bit more to that show because I've seen the 1 or 2 episodes of it, and they definitely get into some more thoughtful topics. But yeah, uh, comedy's not where it's at the moment. But I think if you like comedies, this is like Dave said, very watchable. So got some time to kill, you can fill it with that.